All right, let's ditch the sweaters and grab our swimsuits, huh? Today we're diving into the heart of the Mediterranean. You ready for this?
Sounds like a plan to me.
A place where turquoise waters meet ancient history. And oh, the beaches are legendary. We're talking Sardinia.
You got that right. You're in for a treat. It's not just another island getaway. We're talking about a place with a unique blend of cultures.
Oh,
Phoenician, Roman, Arab, Spanish. It's all there, woven into the very fabric of this place.
it's amazing to think about all those layers of history. But right now, I gotta admit, all I can picture is myself, toes in that legendary Sardinian sand. Those beaches are calling my name.
Well, then let's get exploring.
Yeah,
What better place to start than with the island's vibrant capital, Cagliari?
Cagliari, perched high on a hilltop overlooking, wait, the Gulf of Angels, is that right?
That's the one. The views are absolutely incredible.
I bet they are.
You can wander through the Castello district, those narrow cobblestone streets. You'll feel like you've stepped back in time.
I love that.
And speaking of time travel, the Roman amphitheater, it's a must-see.
Oh, yeah?
It's still standing after all these centuries. You can almost hear the echoes of gladiatorial contests, the roar of the crowd.
Wow, I can almost feel the sand beneath my sandals, the sun on my face.
I know what you mean.
But I know Cagliari isn't all about ancient history, though, right? What about those famous Sardinian beaches? We got to talk about the beaches.
You're in luck. Just a short hop from the city center, there's Poeto Beach.
Oh, tell me about it.
It's a sprawling stretch of golden sand that seems to go on forever.
No way.
The perfect spot to relax, soak up that sun, and enjoy those crystal clear waters.
Okay, now I'm really getting excited. Sun, sand, history. Cagliari seems like the perfect starting point. But I know Sardinia has so much more to offer, right? I mean, we can't just stay in one place. Where should we explore next? What do you think?
Well, if you're ready for a dose of glamour, let's head north to the Costa Smeralda, the Emerald Coast.
Ooh, the Emerald Coast.
Get ready for a world of luxury yachts, designer boutiques, and some of the most exclusive resorts in the whole Mediterranean.
The Emerald Coast.
Yeah.
Just the name itself sounds luxurious.
Yeah.
I can already picture myself, sipping on something sparkling, soaking up the scene.
Yeah.
But tell me, is there still that authentic Sardinian charm amidst all the glitz and glamour?
Oh, absolutely. The Costa Smeralda is also home to some of the most breathtaking beaches in the world. Imagine La Selvia with its fine white sand and crystal clear waters. Or picture yourself exploring those hidden coves of Rena Bianca.
Oh, wow.
It's a true gem tucked away from the crowds.
Okay, now we're talking. La Selvia, Rena Bianca. These names are music to my ears.
Right.
But tell me, is the Costa Smeralda all about luxury? Or can we find something, maybe a little more off the beaten path, like a different vibe?
Don't worry, Sardinia has something for everyone. If you're looking for a blend of history, culture, and maybe a more laid-back vibe, let's journey westward to Alghero.
Alghero. Okay, tell me more. What's it like?
Well, Alghero is a charming city with a unique Catalan flavor. You'll notice it as soon as you wander through those narrow streets of the old town. Those colorful buildings, the imposing city walls, it's a fascinating blend of cultures.
I can imagine.
You'll find echoes of its Aragonese past all around you.
Intriguing. So we've got history, we've got culture in Alghero, but I have a feeling there are some pretty incredible beaches nearby too, right? What do you think?
You read my mind. Just a short boat ride from Alghero lies Neptune's Grotto,
Okay.
a breathtaking sea cave that will leave you speechless, I guarantee it.
Really?
Imagine descending into this hidden world of stalactites and stalagmites, all illuminated by the turquoise glow of the Mediterranean Sea. It's truly a magical experience.
Wow, a sea cave. That sounds absolutely incredible. Okay, Alghero and Neptune's Grotto are definitely going on the list.
Good choice.
But, Sardinia's a large island, right? We've got a lot to explore. Where should we venture to next?
Well, let's take a quick detour inland, shall we?
Oh, I love a good detour.
There are a couple of hidden gems I want to introduce you to. They showcase the heart and soul of Sardinia.
Okay, lead the way.
First, we'll head to Sassari, a city steeped in medieval history.
Oh, I love medieval history.
Picture yourself wandering through charming piazzas, admiring the intricate details of its ancient architecture. It's a place where time seems to stand still.
Okay, Sassari sounds charming. But I have a feeling you've got another hidden gem up your sleeve. What else should we explore inland?
Next, let's journey to Castel Sardo,
Castel Sardo.
a picturesque town perched on a rocky promontory overlooking the, get this, the Asinara Gulf. Picture strolling along cobblestone streets, admiring those colorful houses that cascade down the hillside towards the sea. It's truly breathtaking.
Wow, Castel Sardo sounds like like a postcard come to life.
Right.
I can't help but notice we're heading inland here. Are we going to find those legendary beaches in these hidden towns too?
Absolutely. Don't worry, you're never too far from the coast in Sardinia. Near Castel Sardo, you'll discover Lubagnu.
Okay, Lubagnu.
It's a beautiful beach known for its soft sand and crystal clear waters. It's the perfect spot to just relax and soak up that Sardinian sun.
Okay, you've convinced me. Sassari, Castel Sardo, and Lubagnu are officially on the itinerary.
Excellent choices.
But I'm eager to get back to the coast. What other seaside adventures await us?
Well, let's head back eastward and discover Olbia,
Olbia, I've heard of that.
an ancient port city with a fascinating past. It was once a key Roman port, you know. You can still see remnants of its ancient history throughout the city.
Olbia. That's the gateway to some of Sardinia's most famous islands, isn't it?
You're exactly right. From Olbia, you can easily hop over to Tavalara Island.
Tavalara. Yes.
It's a tiny paradise known for its pristine beaches, dramatic cliffs, and incredible snorkeling opportunities.
Okay, Tavalara Island is officially on my must-see list. I can already picture myself, swimming in those turquoise waters, exploring the underwater world.
It's amazing there.
But we're just scratching the surface here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Sardinia has so much to offer. Where should we set sail for next?
Let's continue our coastal exploration and discover the breathtaking beauty of the Gulf of Orosei.
Oh, yes.
Dramatic limestone cliffs plunging into turquoise waters.
Wow.
Hidden coves that are only accessible by boat and beaches so pristine, honestly, they look like they belong in a dream.
The Gulf of Orosei. The name itself sounds like an adventure. Tell me, what are some of the must-see spots in this coastal paradise?
Well, before we explore the coast, let's take a little detour inland to Nuoro.
Okay.
It's a region known for its rugged beauty and authentic Sardinian culture.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
You can delve into the island's traditions at the Ethnographic Museum there.
Interesting.
It's a true window into the heart and soul of Sardinia.
A taste of authentic Sardinia. I love it.
Yeah.
But I'm eager to get back to those breathtaking beaches you mentioned. What awaits us on the Gulf of Orosei? You got to tell me more.
Well, let's start with the charming town of Orosei itself, the perfect base for exploring the Gulf. From there, you can embark on boat tours. They'll take you to some of the most spectacular beaches in the Mediterranean.
Wow.
Imagine discovering hidden coves like Cala Luna, with its pristine white sand and dramatic limestone cliffs. Or picture yourself exploring the turquoise waters of Cala Mariolu. It's a true gem of the Orosei coastline.
Okay, Cala Mariolu. These beaches are just getting better and better. I'm starting to understand why Sardinia is called a beach lover's paradise. But with so many incredible options, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. How are we going to fit all this into a single trip?
That's where I come in. Don't worry, we'll map out a month-long itinerary.
Okay.
You'll experience the best of Sardinia, the vibrant cities, the charming towns, those breathtaking beaches, and those hidden gems we talked about. And trust me, you'll be craving a taste of Sardinia long after you've returned home.
Okay, I'm ready to start planning. But before we dive into the itinerary, we need to take a quick break. When we return, we'll map out your ultimate Sardinian adventure. We'll have recommendations for where to stay, what to eat, and how to make the most of your time on this magical island. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to our Sardinia adventure. I'm so excited to help you craft this month-long itinerary, really capture the essence of this magical island,
Okay, let's map out this dream trip. First things first, when is the best time to actually experience those legendary Sardinian beaches? When should we go?
Well, Sardinia really shines between May and October. That's when the weather is warm and sunny.
Okay, makes sense.
Perfect for swimming, sunbathing, exploring that coast.
Yeah,
If you're looking for that vibrant atmosphere, you don't mind the crowds, June to September is peak season.
makes sense.
But if you prefer, a quieter experience, the shoulder seasons, April, May, September, October, they offer milder temperatures, fewer tourists.
Got it. So we've got our travel dates sorted. Now, how do we actually navigate this island paradise? Is renting a car essential? What do you think?
Renting a car is definitely the best way to explore Sardinia at your own pace. Gives you that freedom to discover those hidden coves, charming villages, all those off-the-beaten-path gems that make Sardinia so special.
Yeah, that makes sense.
However, if you're not comfortable driving, Sardinia does have a decent network of buses and trains connect those major towns and cities.
Good to know. So we've got transportation covered. Now I'm curious about the language. Well, I need to, brush up on my Italian.
While Italian is the official language, you'll also hear Sardinian spoken. It's actually considered a separate Romance language.
Oh, wow.
But don't worry, in tourist areas, English is widely spoken, especially in hotels, restaurants, shops.
Okay, good.
However, learning a few basic Italian phrases, it'll definitely enhance your experience, you know? Show respect for the local culture.
Always a good idea. Speaking of the local culture, are there any customs or etiquette tips we should be aware of?
Well, Sardinians are known for their warm hospitality, their laid-back attitude.
I like that.
But it's always a good idea to be mindful of, basic etiquette. For example, dress modestly when visiting churches or religious sites.
Okay.
Be respectful of local traditions. And, of course, a little grazie, a little prego, it goes a long way.
Great advice.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about the budget. What's the currency in Sardinia and, how expensive is it to travel there? Give me the lowdown.
The currency in Sardinia is the euro, just like the rest of Italy.
Okay, easy enough.
As for costs, well, it can vary, depends on your travel style preferences. You can find budget-friendly options for accommodations, dining, activities.
That's good.
But if you're looking for those luxury experiences, be prepared to spend a bit more.
All right, good to know. Now, let's dive into the heart of any trip, the food. What are some must-try Sardinian dishes? What are we eating?
Oh, the food in Sardinia is incredible. It's like this delicious blend of Mediterranean flavors with its own unique twist.
I love that.
You absolutely have to try porsidue.
Okay, porsidue.
It's slow-roasted suckling pig, a Sardinian specialty. And don't miss out on culugiones. Those are handcrafted pasta pockets filled with ricotta and mint. They're divine.
Okay, my mouth is watering. And what about drinks? What should we be sipping on in Sardinia? What are the specialties?
When it comes to wine, Canino is the star of the show. It's a full-bodied red wine, pairs perfectly with Sardinian cuisine.
Sounds good to me.
You'll also find a variety of other wines like Vermentino, a crisp white wine, and Mirto, a liqueur made from myrtle berries.
Okay, I'm taking notes. This is all so helpful. Now, I know we're focusing on those incredible beaches, but besides lounging on the sand, what else is there to do in Sardinia?
Sardinia offers a wide range of activities, caters to all interests.
Okay, good.
You can explore those ancient ruins, hike scenic trails, go horseback riding through the countryside, or even try, rock climbing or diving. There's truly something for everyone.
Wow, so much to explore. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. How do we make the most of a month in Sardinia? What's the plan?
All right, let's craft that dream itinerary. I've broken it down into 4 amazing weeks.
I like it.
Each with a different focus, offers a unique taste of Sardinia.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's start with week 1. Where does our Sardinian adventure begin? Where are we going first?
We'll begin in Cagliari, the island's vibrant capital.
Okay, I love it.
Spend your first 3 days exploring that historic Castello district, soaking up the atmosphere in those charming piazzas, admiring the panoramic views from the Bastion San Remi.
Okay, 3 days in Cagliari to really immerse ourselves in the history and culture. Sounds perfect. Yeah. What about accommodations? Where should we stay in this vibrant city?
Well, for a luxurious stay, stunning sea views, the Hotel Miramare is a fantastic choice.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
If you prefer a more charming, historic bed and breakfast, I'd recommend B&B Castello, located right in the heart of the Castello district.
Ooh, tough choices. But let's say we're on, a bit of a budget. Are there any more affordable options in Cagliari?
Absolutely. You can find plenty of charming guest houses, apartments in the Marina district. It's also a great area to explore with its lively bars and restaurants.
Okay, Cagliari is calling my name. What about those legendary beaches? When do we get our first taste of that Sardinian sand?
On your second day in Cagliari, take a short bus ride to Poeto Beach. It's a sprawling stretch of golden sand, perfect for just a relaxing afternoon by the sea.
Poeto Beach. I can practically feel that warm sand between my toes. Okay, so we've explored Cagliari, had our first beach day. What's next on our week 1 itinerary?
On day 4, we journey north to the glamorous Costa Smeralda.
Ooh, the glamour.
Settle into your chosen accommodation in Porto Cervo.
Porto Cervo.
It's the heart of this exclusive coastline. Spend the afternoon exploring the marina, lined with luxury yachts, designer boutiques.
Porto Cervo, here we come. Any accommodation recommendations for the Costa Smeralda? I'm imagining something chic and stylish.
If you want to experience the epitome of luxury, the Hotel Patrizia, nestled amidst rocks overlooking the sea, it's a dream come true.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Or, for a more laid-back but still luxurious vibe, the resort Viale dell'Erica is a perfect choice.
Ooh, they both sound incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've arrived in Porto Cervo, soaked up that glamorous atmosphere. What's on the agenda for the next couple of days? What are we doing?
Days 5 and 6 are all about those legendary Costa Smeralda beaches. Spend your days exploring those hidden coves like La Selvia, Rena Bianca, soaking up the sun on powdery white sand, swimming in those crystal clear turquoise waters.
Paradise found. Okay, so we've experienced the vibrant city life of Cagliari, the glamour of the Costa Smeralda. What awaits us in week 2 of our Sardinian adventure?
Week 2 is all about exploring those diverse landscapes, the cultural treasures of Sardinia's west coast, and venturing a bit inland.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Where does week 2 begin?
We'll start by journeying westward to Alghero,
Okay.
that charming city with its unique Catalan flavor. Spend the first 2 days of week 2 exploring those narrow streets of the old town, admiring the colorful buildings, soaking up that relaxed atmosphere of this coastal gem.
Alghero, the city with a Catalan twist. What are our accommodation options in this charming city? What would you recommend?
Hotel El Faro, perched on a cliff top overlooking the sea, it offers breathtaking views, a unique setting.
Oh, I love a good view.
If you're looking for a cozy, authentic bed and breakfast experience, B&B Alghero, located within the old town walls, it's an excellent choice.
Wonderful. So after we've soaked up the charm of Alghero, where do we head next?
On day 9, we'll embark on a boat trip to Neptune's Grotto. It's a breathtaking sea cave that will leave you speechless, I guarantee it.
Neptune's Grotto. I can't wait to explore this underwater wonder. Okay, so we've experienced the magic of Alghero and Neptune's Grotto. Where do we venture next in week 2? What's next on the list?
For the next 2 days, we'll head inland, experience that heart and soul of Sardinia.
Okay.
On day 10, we'll explore Sassari, a city steeped in medieval history. Spend the day wandering through those charming piazzas, admiring the intricate details of its ancient architecture, soaking up the atmosphere of this historic gem.
Sassari, the medieval heart of Sardinia. What are our accommodation options like in this historic city?
Well, Hotel Vittorio Emanuele, located right in the heart of Sassari, offers a convenient and comfortable stay.
Okay.
And for a more intimate experience, B&B Sassari, a charming guest house with a warm and welcoming atmosphere. It's a great option.
Wonderful. So after we've explored Sassari, where do we head next on our week 2 adventure?
On day 11, we'll journey to Castel Sardo, that picturesque town perched on a rocky promontory overlooking the Asinara Gulf. Spend the day strolling along those cobblestone streets, admiring the colorful houses cascading down that hillside towards the sea, and exploring the medieval Castello de Doria.
Castel Sardo, the town that looks like a postcard. Are there any accommodation suggestions for this charming town? What do you think?
For stunning views and a truly memorable stay, consider booking a room at Hotel Bajalolia Resort.
Okay.
It's nestled amidst the hills overlooking the sea. Or, for a more budget-friendly option, check out the charming guest houses and apartments right in the heart of Casasardo's old town.
Perfect. Okay, so we've explored those historic cities of Sassari and Castel Sardo. Does week 2 end with a taste of those famous Sardinian beaches? We got to get back to the beach.
Absolutely. On day 12, we'll head to Lubagnu, a beautiful beach located near Castel Sardo.
All right.
Spend the day relaxing on that soft sand, swimming in those crystal clear waters, soaking up that Sardinian sun.
Lubagnu.
Yeah.
Another beach to add to our ever-growing list. Okay, so we've experienced the West Coast, ventured inland. What awaits us in week 3 of our Sardinian adventure? What's next?
Week 3 is all about discovering those hidden gems of the northeast coast, exploring those ancient ruins, and experiencing that island's unique blend of history and natural beauty.
Okay, I'm ready to uncover those hidden gems. Where does week 3 begin?
We'll start by heading back to the east coast, exploring that ancient city of Olbia.
Okay.
Spend the first 2 days of week 3 delving into Olbia's fascinating past, exploring the National Archaeological Museum, wandering through those historic streets of this bustling port city.
Olbia, the gateway to some of Sardinia's most beautiful islands. What are our accommodation options like in this historic port city? Any recommendations?
Well, Hotel for You, a modern and stylish hotel close to the city center, offers a convenient and comfortable stay.
Oh,
Or for a more personalized experience, B&B Olbia, a charming guest house run by friendly locals. It's an excellent choice.
wonderful. So after we've explored Olbia, where does our week 3 adventure take us?
On day 15, we'll embark on a boat trip to Tavalara Island.
Yes.
It's a tiny paradise, known for its pristine beaches, those dramatic cliffs, and incredible snorkeling opportunities. Spend the day swimming in crystal clear waters, exploring hidden coves, soaking up the tranquility of this island gem.
Tavalara Island. I can practically hear the sound of the waves and feel the sand between my toes. What a perfect way to spend a day. Okay, so we've experienced the history of Olbia, the tranquility of Tavalar Island. What else is on the agenda for week 3?
For the next 2 days, we'll head south along the coast, exploring hidden beaches and soaking up that stunning scenery of the Golfo Oranci. On day 16, we'll discover those beautiful beaches of Cala Sabina and Spiaggia Bianca,
Cool.
2 gems known for their powdery white sand and those turquoise waters.
Cala Sabina and Spiaggia Bianca. More beach bliss. I'm starting to get used to this, our Sardinian life, sunshine, and crystal clear waters. Okay, so we've explored that Golfo Oranci coastline. Where does our week 3 adventure end? Where do we end up?
On day 17, we'll journey a bit inland to discover the Nuraga Abuchu. It's an impressive Bronze Age archaeological site that offers a fascinating glimpse into Sardinia's ancient past.
Nuraga Albuchu. I'm intrigued by these ancient structures. What can you tell us about this particular Nuraga? What's it like?
Well, the Nuraga Abuchu is a well-preserved example of those enigmatic stone towers. They're unique to Sardinia. You can explore the central tower, the surrounding village, and even a nearby tomb, all dating back to the Bronze Age. It's a truly fascinating journey back in time.
Okay, I'm adding Nuraga Albuchu to my list of must-see historical sites. So we've experienced the northeast coast, ventured inland once again. What awaits us in week 4 of our Sardinian adventure, the final week?
Week 4 is all about immersing ourselves in the breathtaking beauty of the Gulf of Orsay, exploring those hidden coves, experiencing that rugged charm of this coastal paradise.
The Gulf of Orsay. I can't wait to explore this legendary coastline. Where does our week 4 adventure begin? Where are we starting?
We'll start by heading south to the charming town of Orsay.
Okay.
It's the perfect base for exploring the Gulf. Spend the first 2 days of week 4 relaxing on the beach, enjoying that delicious seafood, soaking up the laid-back atmosphere of this coastal gem.
Orsay, here we come. What are our accommodation options like in this charming town? What can we expect?
For a unique, unforgettable experience, consider staying at a traditional Sardinian agriturismo. It's a farmhouse that offers, rustic charm, local cuisine.
Oh, I love it.
There are several options scattered throughout the countryside surrounding the Gulf of Orsay, allows you to really connect with the region's natural beauty.
An agriturismo. I love the idea of experiencing that authentic Sardinian hospitality. Okay, so we've settled into Orsay, soaked up the atmosphere. What's next on our week 4 itinerary?
Days 22 and 23 are all about those breathtaking beaches and hidden coves, that make the Gulf of Orsay so famous. We'll embark on boat trips to discover pristine beaches like Cala Luna, Cala Mariolu, and Cala Goloritze,
Oh, wow.
each with its own unique charm and beauty.
Cala Luna, Cala Mariolu, Cala Goloritze. I'm already picturing myself swimming in those turquoise waters, exploring those hidden coves. What a perfect way to spend a couple of days.
Okay, so we've experienced the beach bliss of the Gulf of Orsay. Where does our week 4 adventure end?
For the last 2 days of our Sardinian journey, we'll venture a bit further south along the coast to discover those stunning beaches of the Costa Re.
On day 24, we'll explore the long stretch of golden sand at Spiaggia di Cala Cincias. It's known for its shallow waters and breathtaking views.
Spiaggia di Cala Cincias, another beach to add to our ever-growing list. Okay, so we've experienced the Costa Re coastline. What's the final stop on our week 4 itinerary? What's the last thing we're going to do?
On our last day in Sardinia, day 25, we'll head to Capo Carbonara Marine Protected Area. It's a haven for marine life, a perfect spot for snorkeling and diving. Explore that underwater world, admire those colorful fish, and bid farewell to this magical island paradise.
Capo Carbonara Marine Protected Area. What a perfect way to end our Sardinian adventure, surrounded by the beauty of nature. This itinerary is absolutely incredible. I'm already dreaming of those turquoise waters and sandy beaches.
And that's just a taste of what Sardinia has to offer. Remember, this is just a suggested itinerary. You can adjust it to fit your interests, travel style. If you're a history buff, you might want to add more archaeological sites to your trip. If you're a foodie, you could spend more time exploring those local markets and restaurants. And of course, if you're a beach lover, you can easily spend a whole month just hopping from one stunning beach to the next.
This has been an amazing journey. I feel like I've already experienced a month in Sardinia. But before we wrap up our Sardinian adventure, we need to take a quick break. When we return, we'll share some practical tips, packing essentials, and those insider secrets to help you plan your own unforgettable trip to this Mediterranean paradise. Stay tuned. Welcome back to our Sardinian adventure. We've mapped out this incredible month-long itinerary, but before you pack your bags and jet off, let's dive into some practical tips and insider secrets, just to make your trip even more unforgettable.
You got it. There are definitely a few more things to keep in mind, just to ensure a smooth and enjoyable Sardinian experience.
All right, lay it on me. What are we talking about?
Let's start with packing.
Let-
What are those essentials we need for a trip to this Mediterranean paradise?
All right, I'm ready to start packing. What should we prioritize? What are we putting in the suitcase first?
Well, besides the obvious swimsuits, sunscreen, a good book.
Of course.
Comfortable walking shoes are a must.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be doing a lot of exploring. Cobblestone streets, sandy beaches.
Absolutely.
A light jacket or sweater is also a good idea, for those cooler evenings, especially during those shoulder seasons.
Great advice. Comfortable shoes and layers are key for any adventure. Anything else we should pack specifically for Sardinia?
Don't forget a hat, sunglasses. Protect yourself from that strong Mediterranean sun.
Oh, yeah, good point.
And if you plan on visiting any religious sites, pack a scarf or a shawl, to cover your shoulders.
Okay, noted. Respectful attire for those cultural experiences. Now, I'm curious about getting around once we're there. You mentioned renting a car is ideal, but what if we prefer to use, public transportation? What are our options?
Well, Sardinia does have a decent network of buses and trains. They connect those major towns and cities.
Okay.
But keep in mind that public transport might be limited in more rural areas, especially during the off-season.
Right.
So if you're relying on public transportation, plan your routes in advance.
Yeah, good point.
Be prepared for some potential delays,
It's always best to be prepared. Factor in some extra travel time.
Exactly.
All right, now let's talk money matters.
Okay.
Are credit cards widely accepted in Sardinia? Or should we, be prepared with cash? What do you usually do?
Credit cards are generally accepted in most hotels, restaurants, and shops.
Okay. I bet.
But it's always a good idea to have some cash on hand, especially for those smaller purchases, those local markets, and those rural areas where card acceptance might be a little limited.
Great tip. Cash is king in those smaller, more traditional settings. Now, I'm curious about tipping. Is it customary in Sardinia?
Tipping isn't mandatory in Sardinia,
Okay.
but it's always appreciated for good service.
Makes sense.
Common practice is to round up the bill at restaurants or leave a few euros for, exceptional service.
Okay, rounding up the bill, leaving a few euros. Got it. Now, I'm all about experiencing that local culture. Are there any particular customs or etiquette tips we should be aware of when, interacting with locals?
Sardinians are known for their warm hospitality,
I love that.
but a few simple gestures will go a long way in showing respect for their culture.
Okay, like what?
When greeting someone, a handshake is customary.
Yeah.
If you're introduced to an older person or someone in a position of authority, it's polite to address them as signore for men, signora for women.
Okay, handshakes and respectful titles. Got it. Anything else we should keep in mind when, interacting with the locals?
Well, Sardinians are very proud of their island and its traditions.
I can imagine.
Show genuine interest in their culture, try to learn a few basic Italian phrases, and be open to trying those local delicacies. You'll be sure to win their hearts.
I love that. Embracing that local culture is all part of the adventure. Now, speaking of delicacies, I'm ready to, dive into that Sardinian culinary scene. What are some must-try dishes beyond the ones we already mentioned? What else are we eating over there?
There's so much to explore.
Wow.
If you're a seafood lover, be sure to try fregola con arcel.
Okay, frigola con arcel.
It's a traditional Sardinian pasta dish made with tiny semolina balls, fresh clams. It's bursting with flavor. And for a truly unique experience, try botarga.
Okay, good target.
It's a delicacy made from cured mullet roe.
Interesting.
It's often grated over pasta or served as an appetizer.
Okay, frigola con arcel and botarga, those are going on my foodie bucket list. What about sweet treats? Any Sardinian desserts we should be on the lookout for?
You can't leave Sardinia without trying sitas. Those are fried pastries filled with fresh cheese drizzled with honey. They're absolutely divine.
Yeah, it does sound good.
And if you're looking for something refreshing, try gelato artigianale. That's homemade ice cream made with fresh, local ingredients.
Okay, ciadas and gelato artigianale. Those sound like the perfect way to end a delicious meal. But beyond the food, I'm curious about the shopping scene in Sardinia. Are there any unique souvenirs, local crafts we should be on the lookout for?
Absolutely. Sardinia is known for its beautiful handcrafted ceramics, intricate jewelry, and colorful textiles. You'll find those charming boutiques, local markets in most towns and cities offering a wide array of souvenirs to take home, as a reminder of your Sardinian adventure.
Perfect. I love bringing home unique souvenirs that tell a story. Now, before we wrap up, I want to touch on safety. You mentioned Sardinia is generally a safe place to travel, but are there any precautions we should take?
Sardinia does have a low crime rate, but it's always wise to be mindful of your surroundings, especially in crowded areas. Keep your valuables safe, be aware of pickpockets, and avoid walking alone in deserted areas, especially at night.
Good advice. It's always best to be aware. Take those basic safety precautions no matter where you travel. Now, any final tips or insider secrets you'd like to share before we say arrivederci to Sardinia? Anything else we need to know?
Here's a tip for those breathtaking beaches. Consider renting a small boat for a day or two.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
It'll allow you to explore those hidden coves, reach those secluded spots that are just inaccessible by land. And if you're a history buff, be sure to check out those neuralgic sites. They're scattered throughout the island.
Okay.
These ancient stone towers, they offer a fascinating glimpse into Sardinia's mysterious past.
Incredible advice. Exploring hidden coves by boat, delving into ancient history. Those are experiences I won't soon forget. This has been an incredible journey. I feel like I've already experienced the best of Sardinia, from its vibrant cities and charming towns to its breathtaking beaches and hidden gems.
And that's the beauty of the deep dive. We aim to inspire you to explore new destinations, uncover hidden treasures, and create unforgettable travel experiences.
So as we wrap up our Sardinian adventure, we hope you're feeling inspired to embark on your own journey to this Mediterranean paradise. From its legendary beaches and crystal clear waters to its rich history, vibrant culture, and delicious cuisine, Sardinia has something to offer every traveler. So pack your bags, grab your swimsuit, and get ready to experience the magic of Sardinia for yourself.